He needs 24 pounds even. He's got 5 fish all alive, looking for 24 pounds even. 28 pounds, 13 ounces. 28-13 with a total of 100 pounds, 13 ounces. And not only is he leading the Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend, but he is now a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. 15 pounds, 8 ounces with 93 pounds, 8 ounces. Kyoya Fujita is a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. The Gamakatsu Bassmaster Elite at Toledo Bend belongs to Kyoya Fujita. 10 Elite Series events. He has 6 top 10s and 2 Bassmaster victories. Hold it high and get loud. The Prince of Japanese Angling once again shows his dominance on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Well, there he is, trophy in hand on the stage. Hey, a century belt on order. Kyoya Fujita has won the first stop on the Bassmaster Elite Series 19 times. The Bassmasters has been to legendary Toledo Bend Lake the 6th time for the Bassmaster Elite Series, and this is the performance that tops them all. Second-year man from Japan, Kyoya Fujita has really wowed us throughout his rookie season, and the momentum continues here.
Yeah, really looking at what Kyoya Fujita did in this tournament. We had a big-time warming trend coming into the event, and a lot of anglers definitely gambled on the push, the come to go shallow. And pretty much those anglers that gambled on that were watching all of the footage of Kyoya Fujita. Big hats off to his sophomore season start. Here's what we can definitely say about that angler. He is absolutely, when it comes to electronics offshore, the real deal.
Okay, there were times, it's not like he was dominating every second of the tournament, Ronnie Moore. There was a little bit of doubt early on, even on this final day, this magnificent final day.
Yeah, early in this tournament, the first hour, he became our leader on Bass Track and really stayed there for most of the tournament, but there were some anglers who, on their best days, were able to supersede him. Patch Slapper, those guys, Robert G., they were neck and neck with him, but on this final day, when it kind of got tough for everyone, Tommy, it seemed that Kyoya had another gear, another saved spot, that he was able to go into crunch time and excel.
He makes big things happen. Let's take a look at his week, starting with when we started our coverage of him on day number 2.
Well, day number 2, but what he did on day number 1 was pretty impressive. Over 30 pounds by 11 o'clock on day number 1, backing it up. Day 2 took a little bit longer to catch that big stringer on day 2. And here's the thing, it's not like Kyoya Fujita found a magic spot. He found probably the biggest community hole on Toledo Bend, fishing in the Housen area. Now look, this lake is 65 miles long, all flooded timber, and that area of Housen was packed with Elite Series competitors, so much local pressure, fishing really all of the hardwood, all the standing timber in 10 out to 30 feet of water, a jig head minnow, a little bit upgraded though on his line. We do know that he was using braided line to a 16-pound fluorocarbon leader, and the best way to put it, he just outfished the competition around him. And really, day three was his biggest struggle. Decided to shoot across the lake, fish on the Louisiana side. Only caught a 16-pound stringer, but that might have been the stringer to just put him in position for what he did on day number 4.
It goes to show how phenomenal his day 1, 2, and 4 were, that you can break 100 pounds, Tommy, with a 16-pound day mixed in there somewhere. The pressure definitely got to Housen. We saw some anglers really fall down the leaderboard and miss the top 10 cut. He was able to stay in contention, though he had a 6-pound deficit coming into the final day. He knew something had to change today. A lot less boats, a lot less pressure, and he was able to kind of move around and find his way.
Yeah, kind of held serve on day number 2. Day 3 was a struggle, but he saved it, Mark Zona, and then we get into the final day. Day number 4, and actually not a quick start. There was a little bit of concern at the start.
No, it started off with a solid one right there on day number 4, and then he absolutely blew the doors open. And the other thing about what Kyoya Fujita has shown us, from St. Clair to Champlain so good at fishing in a crowd, but midday on Toledo Bend, he saved one area. He said, if I get the right conditions, well, Kyoya Fujita definitely got the right conditions because started making massive, massive upgrades to get over that century mark. And boy, what he saved in his back pocket was very impressive later in the afternoon.
Still very much a young man, and I tell you what he's got in store for him, I can't even begin to imagine. But you look at his skill set, it is unbelievable.
Here's the best way to put it. The other anglers better hope that he slips up in Florida some way, shape, or form, because he's going to be a problem the rest of the season.
What poise, what skills, what a show. This week at Toledo Bend, hey, all hail our champion, Kyoya Fujita.